Notice use of offensive language. In this video, the speaker uses a racist word to recount her lived experience as a black woman in Canada. The museum has chosen to keep this language to authentically represent the past and acknowledge the perspectives for the individuals who lived it. For guidance on exploring difficult subject matter with your students, please see our resource, Tips for Teaching Difficult History Before Proceeding.
I am remarried. I had 4 boys, and this is my girl, Sarah. So Sarah starts school. I say, this is great. Here I am in my 50s, 2 small children, and they're going to school. I'll have time to myself. So Sarah comes home from school one day during her first year at school. Sarah says, Mommy, I want to be a brownie. In her first afternoon at Brownies, I took her to Brownies, and
Correct me if I'm wrong, but brownies is like a Girl Scout, right? Let me know in the comments.
left her there, and I said, this is great. But I had an hour and a half, all to myself. Oh, I was ecstatic. You think I'm a little crazy, but I was in my 50s and started children all over again. I said, I'm going to the library. So the first week I dropped Sarah off and went to the library, got a card, got my books, and I said hi, and I got to know everybody. I said, I'll see you next week to librarians to help.
Let me know in the comments. With 1 hour and a half to herself, she chose to go to the library and get some books. What would you have done for that free hour and a half?
Okay. Next week didn't come. You want to know what happened? You've got to guess what happened. I took Sarah to her brownie meeting. I got to the door with Sarah, and the brownie leader, came to me. Oh, she said, Mrs. Robson, I wonder if you could help us today. I said, but I don't know anything about. I'm a little bit about scouts. My boys are scouts, but I've never been to the brown. She said, "Oh no, there's nothing. You don't have to do anything. You just be here, and I'll tell you what to do." That was it. What is it? 25 years later, I'm still with the guides because I got there, and I loved every minute of guiding.
Often enough, what I hear when I hear women, what I listen to when I hear women speak is they would do any and everything for their kids. Now, that's understandable. I mean, it's their kids. But when they finally get a little bit of time for themselves, it is often stolen. Tell me in the comments, have you been in that situation before?
The people, the young people, the leaders, the the program itself. My daughter, it helped her to become who she is. I saw one incident, one of the questions, one of the um, crafts we had to do. There was to make a kite. Now, I thought it would be great, and they taught that, and they had sessions of that at the Bell Museum uh, in the deck. We couldn't afford to send 15, 20 girls to on a bus. So I said I'll go up and bring the information back to the girls. So I got up the bus, and we could give materials to start this kite. Well, when we finished our kites, we were supposed to go out on a little trip on a bridge on a day and start and try the kites out. So I get out there and this the boy beside me, our kites got entangled. So the leader, she brought them in and explained about untangling, And the boy's mother was standing behind him. And I heard her say to the leader, "What's she doing here?" And instead of saying she, I wasn't deaf then. I'm getting deaf now. I heard her say the N word. What is that N word? What is that doing here? The,
It's crazy how people choose to disrespect other people. But then as soon as you raise your voice or get a little bit irate with them, you are instantly ignorant or loud or, the angry black woman, not looking at the fact of what they did to make it happen. It's always other people, never accountability. Tell me your thoughts about this in the comments.
I said, this is I don't need this, you know. And the leader, the woman that was there at the museum, stepped right beside her. Didn't say a word. So when we brought in our kites, the little boy was going with his mother. He turned around and he quickly ran over to me, and he said to me, "Miss, Miss." She didn't mean to be mean to. And then his mother called him and he ran back.
See, that's what I love about kids right there. She was ignorant, the mother, and yet the kid is pure at heart. And I guess he felt the need that he had to come in and correct the wrongs of his mother. Often enough, there are so many kids that are taking care and guiding their parents. Let me know in the comments, have you seen things like this happen?
I thought, I wonder, he knew more than his mother. He was polite and she was rude. She was racist, and he's being raised in this home. I wonder what kind of young man he made. But who knows?
Well, you know what, I'm be honest with you, I kind of wonder what man did he grow up to turn out to be. If he's anything like the foundation he was from that day, then he was a great man. But I know often enough, when good people are around hateful people, they end up picking up their traits. And I would hate if he did that. I would hate if she put that in him. Well, anyway, tell me your thoughts about this video. Tell me your thoughts about the message that she gave, as well as the story she told. How do you feel about it? Be sure to like, share, watch more videos, and subscribe to the channel.